Hello, and welcome back to Factorio with myself and Bentham. Where are you?
I'm down by the main bus.
Hello. Okay, I'm just going to make some things to make us more grenades. Because you wanted more grenades, so...
Okay. By the way, you probably want to use a filter inserter. Actually, maybe... Oh, no, have you... It depends how you want to do it. Like, it probably makes the most sense to have your line for taking the grenades off here and putting them into a chest on the end of the science, so that science takes priority.
But this isn't the perfect ratio, so
Well,
if
yeah.
I mess with the ratio... I'm not going to mess with the ratio. What I'm going to do is just this.
Well, what you should do is...
And then a chest.
That, but also that. And then, if the chest is full, then this can contribute to the line if it needs it.
That's true. Okay.
There's different ways you can do it, but yeah. And
also, we might not be getting enough coal down here.
Yeah.
Oh, there might be coal. No, it nearly made it down.
Yeah, we'll need faster belts, definitely.
We've researched them, haven't we? We have.
Yeah.
We need something making faster belts for us, though, in the store.
Yeah, even so, red belts might not be enough. They'll be close. They'll be enough for the science. They might struggle to provide for the extra two. Also, we've done more research.
It's the same over there with the turrets, is that we only occasionally get iron through.
I'm going to start with the military research now.
In fact...
There we go, your science packs are being used.
I'm just going to rip some of this off here. Rip the gears off. Because we should be getting extra iron in. There we go.
Yeah, because it's the outer line, it wouldn't ever be used up. Unlike the with the ammo. Because inserters always prioritize the nearest line. Actually, I think we will need more than red belts, because this is how much coal is being used when power's running at 2/3.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I usually have a full belt of coal. You could do that instead.
Well, that involves me, like, replacing stuff and then reducing this 4 gap to a 3, which is unacceptable.
So just reduce the gap. That we can work around that, though.
Well, when do we get blue belts? How long is that?
After oil. A decent bit after oil, because I think the science might require, like, purple science packs. I'm not sure. I can look. Logistics. Logistics 3. Yeah, that takes production science packs, so that's a bit of a way away, blue belts.
Oh. Well, I have to admit that I could do that change if we really needed it, but to be honest, for now, we should probably just stick to starting on oil. I'm just going to go quickly grab some red belts to make sure it's okay while we go and do oil. What are we doing for oil? What is oil? How do we use it? What do we need trains for? How are we doing trains for it?
One at a time. I tried to answer one of those, but it was too overwhelming.
Which one would you like to answer first?
I've forgotten all the questions. Also, this coal supply is terrible. I'm going to fix it.
Why?
Well, look at it.
I can't. I'm somewhere else doing something else. I'm not even sure what I'm doing. I'm looking for gears.
You can always use the map, you know. If you zoom in enough, you can see, so...
That would require me to think.
Right. I will again prioritize the power system. But that should still leave plenty of coal being sent that way. Though actually it looks like we do need some more.
Oh, I can drive over the splitters. Oh god, I thought I was going to crush it.
We need more coal mining. Also, I
need a place where I can dump some crap onto this line.
Oh, we can see the coal filtration system in action in our mining area.
Oh, I could go look at that, but also...
Again, map is a thing. You never have to walk anywhere if you just want to look at stuff.
Okay, right. Map. Where's this coal filtration system?
Right where I'm stood.
Ah, I see.
So it's splitting it all off. It runs down here. And then when it gets to here, it has priority over the other coal. And I should balance this as well. Perfect. So it needs to be supplemented by the other supply of coal, but it means that all this just gets used up. Doesn't build up anywhere. And we have plenty of iron.
Can you balance that iron? Because it's not particularly super balanced.
Yeah. I'll just balance it over this side. Have you seen this madness yet, by the way?
What madness? I just left. Ah. Oh, that. Oh, God. What is...
This,
what is that?
This is a 4-to-4 belt balancer. It's got a couple extra bits bolted on because it wasn't quite working properly, so it looks even crazier than it normally does. But basically, if you put 4 belts in and take 4 belts out, it will balance between them perfectly. That's the idea.
Holy crap. Okay.
And I've got lane balancing as well, so everything should run non-stop unless we have enough iron. So currently we don't have enough iron, but only just, I think.
Okay, well, I'm just busy crafting a load of red belts so we can try and get things moving a little bit faster.
I will go fix power by just completely doubling it. Oh, it's going to take some time. We've got pipes being made somewhere, I hope. Oh, I don't think we do.
I thought the mall was making pipes.
No, I didn't include it. I had somewhere making pipes, but I got rid of it because it was just for feeding engine production.
You could siphon off the engine production temporarily.
That's a walk away, though. Got to go places for that.
Or drive.
That takes
Use your
time.
car.
I've got to walk to my car. I don't know where that is.
Ah.
There it is. It's fine. I'm crafting this
yeah,
stuff, but
this iron is helping a little bit, but it's still...
What's the problem?
Quite frankly, the problem is that I need our own dedicated iron feed down here, not a split off. It's just not enough.
Whereabouts? You do have a dedicated feed.
I've got a dedicated feed for 2 different things of science. I need a dedicated feed that's dedicated.
That belt's not full.
Also, we really need to balance cog production because it's not being balanced. Oh, because it's getting asymmetric iron production, which is why cog production needs to be balanced. Okay.
Well, it's getting asymmetric iron supply because there's an asymmetric gear usage.
No, the actual iron going into it is asymmetric.
Because it's built up on one side because the gears aren't being used.
Oh. Yeah, in which case, should we balance that somehow at the top?
Yeah, the gears should be balanced on output of the assemblies. I've got to move all these ammo lines because they go straight through where I'd put the next steam engine array.
There we go.
Just gonna have to move it right back.
Yeah, no, I've got a split off, I think, which is why I'm having problems with... Am I?
I mean, if you trace it all back, it goes down to like 2 belts, so there's definitely a lot of splitting going on, but ultimately it might just be the iron supply in general that's a lot of the problem. And remember, it's all gonna be
better.
blue belts later.
Yeah, that's far better.
I need to remember to fix these later. Actually, this can still run down here. Thinking about it.
Goes in here. Goes in here. Comes down here.
But that needs to move back. But actually, That belt was just... There was just a random belt that was going west, then south, then east without doing anything.
Maybe it wanted to be special.
This is terrible. I'm removing it. What kind of science packs have we got built up? Oh, military's fine, actually.
Only the best. Bow, bow, bow. Better than all the rest.
I'm trying to sort of balance between doing military science and doing non-military so that the science packs can work fine. Oh, this belt goes this way. Damn it! Wait, why is... Oh, it's that... in loops and stuff. Your ammo line is just the weirdest thing. Just goes everywhere.
My ammo line's amazing. What's wrong with it?
It goes everywhere, and there's no consistency between whether the belt just stops or whether it loops around back onto the thing again. Now we may have no power for 2 seconds. I'm gonna cut the entire water supply for all our power.
Oh,
don't worry, it'll be fine.
Why?
So I could walk through it.
Oh, okay,
I replaced the pipes with underground pipes. Right, this can go down here, this can split here, and then join up there. And now it's fine, and my inventory's full of ammo.
There we go. I've got rid of all the ammo I had clogging up my inventory.
With research modules, we're actually going to be building modules in, like, weeks.
Why are we not producing... Oh, because that's full of... Yeah, we're full of AP ammo and military science. It's all really backed up.
I did say.
Yep. I should find a better way to store the military science so that we can have a store that then gets used. Yeah, I'm going to make a steel chest. And I'm going to take some off the line and then put it back on the line so we can basically have a battery of science.
Okay.
What? Is that heresy? That sounds like a really sensible thing to me.
It does make sense, but also it means that there's just going to be tons more science production that won't actually be going anywhere for a while. Like, it makes sense to have a buffer, but also it's going to be a massive resource sink till it's full. Now cutting off the coal supply for the power, but that's probably okay. We're going through science so fast.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Yeah, but we're just going to run out of stuff to do, and then we'll have no science to do for weeks again.
Oh. Yeah, these red belts are still quite not enough, even when I've done all my crazy shenanigans to try and increase flow.
Okay, I
may have just not working.
May have cut an important power line there. No, there happens to be another random line that's kept it running. It's good that this keeps happening. Go,
and then
have these doubled. Doesn't really... Wait, why is it like that?
Right, there we go. Yeah, we could certainly do with more iron production.
Oh, this didn't even connect up to this.
Iron production is an issue. I hate to say it.
Iron production is an issue? I know. I'm still working on that. But power's doing terribly, so...
We can blow up cliffs now, at least.
Yep. We're actually going in the direction of some cliffs soon, because that's where the oil is.
Okay. I will grab a stack of grenades. That's not what we need. I know.
sort of useful for dealing with biters. Also trees. Good at dealing with trees.
Screw trees.
Oh, there's an attack. Northeast, dealt with fine.
It's already been dealt with, yeah. Do you want to put in some more turrets?
I think we're okay for turrets at the moment.
Well, I was meaning to protect the bus.
Oh yeah, in places where there aren't turrets, yes, do that.
Also, I should grab a submachine gun.
Oh yeah, just get rid of the pistol. No point to it.
And I will grab myself a stack of steel axes.
A stack? I usually make like 5, and then at some point...
I meant 5, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I make 5, and then usually, like, 10 hours later, I make another stack of 5. Alright, and that is the power double... No, it isn't. Hold on. I missed a step. There's not actually any water getting to most of these.
I am disappointed.
I never use landmines, but they're researched now. And that is...
Why would you not? They explode.
That is power sorted. Yeah, but they can't move.
Neither can turrets.
Yeah. Landmines work well once you got a logistics system, because then every time they blow up, the bots replace them.
Oh. That's useful.
But I don't know if they do that much damage, really. Yeah, iron's really looking bad now. All the lines are looking very empty. I will do something about that. Though I did say we were going to do trains, and we're more than halfway through the episode.
Yeah, I think this is an episode where we do stuff before trains.
I mean, extra iron's just to feed your crazy science system.
Okay, so this AP ammo that we've got floating around.
Mm-hmm.
Where should I bastardize the system to get the AP ammo out? From my workshop down the bottom, because I was making extra, wasn't I?
Where should you get your AP ammo from? Like, yeah, the main bus line.
Yeah, because I was making quadruple.
We still don't have enough coal being mined.
We can research flight?
Not for ourselves, unfortunately.
Oh.
But for lots of little robots.
Yay!
Again, long way down the line.
Oh, I was promised flight.
Add some more miners mining iron and coal, because coal is a bit low. Might as well get some more being delivered there.
Right. I also need to provide power, which is frustrating. Maybe I should use burner inserters for the turrets and then just put coal on the other side of the...
Yeah, that's a strategy. I've done that before.
I came up with a strategy!
Gives you a little bit more freedom to do the building and not have to mess about with power supply stuff. Especially because the power lines can sometimes get broken by just breaching certain parts of the wall. So if you don't have a power system, then that's one less thing to worry about.
I'm going to do it. And you're going to hate the method I'm going to use.
Oh, okay. Why?
Because I'm going to steal the main bus coal.
I mean, weren't we having an issue with it? Actually, that's looking fine. Oh, but it's looking fine because there's no iron.
Yes, that's the issue.
Yeah, well, I'm working on that. I think, yeah, half of our iron miners aren't running, so I can get twice as many iron smelters running.
Oh, I also need to then handcraft a load of burner inserters, don't I?
Yes. And they don't take too long. They're pretty easy. I'm worrying that this might be too much coal now. I could perhaps do something about that.
Why would there be too much coal? Surely it would just be like extra resources, right?
Well, this is coal in the iron mines. And they get fed straight to the smelters. So I might need to have some of that split off and go actually into the coal lines.
Okay, so burners should just power themselves, right? They should grab coal from the thing and put it in themselves?
Yep. As long as there's coal to grab, they will grab it.
Okay. So...
yeah, there's a lot of coal on this particular line. Filter that out. Left. Coal.
Put burner inserter there. Put belt there.
It's getting a bit spaghetti-ish over here.
Pescetti-ish!
Yeah.
There we go, right.
Get out of the way some of the
My
old
cunning
red signs
tactic,
research.
which has been used before by other people, but it's totally my cunning tactic, and I'm going to claim it for my own, is almost complete. I say that I actually put a lot of turrets in.
Right, I have set it so that if this particularly coal-laden line becomes an issue, then the other line will take priority, which should hopefully fix things.
Well, just cautious, because if we run out of coal, we will lose our defenses, but it will take a while.
Well, this is all coal for the smeltery, specifically. But the more coal, if there's enough coal being sent to the smeltery, then we won't be using any coal from the one for the power lines anymore, power supply. So it'll take a bit of pressure off there, potentially. But then again, we're prioritizing that anyway, but it'll mean that the smelters don't fail if there's power issues.
Okay, well, the turrets won't fail if there's power issues either.
Yeah, it seems to be running okay. Actually,
I put that the wrong way around.
coal is building up right now, so yeah, I think we're... this mining line is probably going to shut down at some point. Okay, pretty happy with this, and it's just so much easier to mine mixed deposits now because of the filter thing in splitters. It's wonderful.
That does seem helpful. Like, how did you have to do it before?
You had to have everything run into like banks of filter inserters, and then you'd have to hope that you didn't need a lot of throughput because the inserters would struggle to keep a nicely throughputed line. Basically, you have to do a lot more work to keep things running quickly, whereas now, if you've got a blue belt of 2 different kinds of ore, it can turn straight into 2 blue belts-ish of those materials without issue. You want to have them wait for inserters that have limited speeds they can go at to deal with them. And then have the belts after the inserters slowly try and make a decent system. I don't know what I'm saying, but we need more science.
Okay, what do you think of my new Maginot line?
It's looking pretty good. That should definitely prevent any biter issues.
Well, it only covers like...
well, from that direction.
A third.
And how is the pollution looking? It's reaching bases out there, sort of. Well, it's reaching one, I think. No, it's not quite, but it's gonna very soon. And then we'll start getting attacks again.
Okay.
This map is fairly forgiving with biter stuff because there's a fair few forests around that'll absorb our pollution. It's a nightmare when you spawn on an entirely desert thing, and there's just sand for miles, and there's no trees.
Yay! Grenade damage. I approve.
If I think we get that to the
Do we
third...
need to go like to 3 belts of iron ore?
Well, the ore belts aren't moving very much. It's the smelting that's the limiting factor.
Ah, okay.
So that's the next project. So here we've
Do
got...
you want me to chuck some extra smelters on the back end? Because I've got a few in my hand.
It won't... It'll make a bit of difference, but I think that if I just make a second column and then have that all merge, then we'll have 2 full yellow belts. Maybe. I forget the exact numbers. I think that'll give us 3. Yeah, just add some more, I guess, and I'm just going to make another column next to it as well. In the upper limit of what we can make right now would be 2 belts of plates, because there's 2 belts of ore. But I'll up that to 3 or 4 soon.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. There we go.
Then we'll have a lot more iron, and then we'll do train stuff.
I like trains.
He says 3 minutes before the end of the episode.
Yeah. Trains are going to have to be next episode at this rate. Also...
You know what I'll do is I'll just build
attack.
a train in a minute. Oh, I missed the alert because there was science. We need to research the fluid wagon. I will get that underway.
I might need to pick up more inserter thingies. I'm out of inserter things. Do you have enough inserter thingies?
I've got barely any. I can't craft many. What am I missing? Iron. I have no iron. Wait, this is the iron. This is the smelting.
Oh my god.
Perfect. Shall all be mine.
No, it shall be mined.
There we go, that should do it. I'm making 80 of the basic ones and like 40 of the long-armed ones. I reckon that'll have me covered. Oh, now I'm making too many long-armed ones and I'm having to wait for them to finish before I can... There we go. Before I can get the smaller ones. Can I craft them quick enough? No.
Let's find out on Factorio.
I was placing them slightly quicker than I was making them.
Okay, you're going to have to do the rest of mine then.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm off.
Well, that's all the inserters for this sorted. I just need 1,000,000 belts now.
I'm gonna go find myself some stock. Yoink. How do you mark another chest slot as like allowed?
What, change the limits on a chest?
Yeah.
It's the red X at the end of the stuff. Click that, then click the new square you want to limit it to. That was a bad way around of doing things. I used 3 underground belts when I could just use 1. There's the fluid wagon.
How could you?
Back to random research that won't matter for weeks yet. Okay, why is the... Oh, there we go. Yep, the system jammed because of not enough coal usage. I'll have to do something about that then. In the meantime, I can quickly fix it. Like that.
Alright, you go. I can't make an iron chest. I don't have enough iron.
Good. I've researched flamethrowers now. We're getting closer to me being able to actually burn heretical structures.
Huzzah!
Yeah, I'm guessing that we just have too much coal mining here now and we have to split it off and send it elsewhere. So...
Okay.
Well, that won't work.
What else do we need? Iron production is still...
I haven't finished. I'm still doing it. Give me a minute.
Okay.
I'm complaining about the supply when it's not actually been boosted yet. Right, make it output priority right, and then the excess can go over there. You can join it with the other coal, I guess. And then this should have input priority.
Why am I not getting enough? Oh, I'm not getting enough copper in now.
It's getting a bit wacky. Have I made a loop by accident? No.
Interesting.
I've almost made a loop.
Not enough copper. Don't need 5 copper plates. Ah, right. I see why I haven't got enough copper.
Priority splitters are great. I'm making all sorts of weird systems for them now. They're just so useful so often. I mean, these coal lines are getting very weird. Also, I could have moved that and had it be a lot less crazy looking, but whatever. So we shouldn't have this die again. They should just stay running. And I'll split off a third line.
Okay, the copper supply should now be a lot better. Still not might be fast enough. Right, I'm going to use my fast belts because I got fast belts for a reason.
And I just found another problem I was presented with and was like, wait, priority splitters can fix this too.
You're now fixing all the problems with the priority splitters.
Just have to do output priority right on both of these. And then split them off and send them this way.
No, I ran out of belts.
Have that merge.
I like red belts so much.
Actually, better way. Have it merge like that. And then more priority splitter stuff. That one doesn't need output priority because it's just turning into one thing. Then balance there in case that's needed. Also, science has happened. Too much science. I need the GIF for that.
There's a GIF for too much science?
Yes, I'll have to... I will link it you after the episode's done, which technically it should be now, actually.
Ah, no! No!
You okay? What happened?
I accidentally attached 2 belts together, and it went very badly.
Seems okay.
There we go. It's all fixed. It's all fixed.
Right.
I'm still not sure if this is enough throughput, though.
Then we get to here, and I can do fancy splitter stuff again. Output priority left. Paste that all the way down. So merges onto less belts. See how many we can get away with. Probably 3.
This copper line. Oh, I could do something cunning. Right. Do you see where I am on the map?
Yes.
Do you see the copper issue I've got in the lines next to me?
Not enough getting to the production,
AP ammo.
and it's because of a general lack of copper.
Well, temporarily, I could take copper from this line here and put it into this one here, right?
That's taking from the same splitter as the other line is. If you trace it back to the main bus, it all goes to one splitter.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
It is a general copper issue. Might be that we don't have enough mining. I know we do, it's just that we've outgrown the smelting. But what we should probably do is decommission the iron smelting up there, because we've got our newer one, and turn that into copper smelting.
But do we have enough iron to do that?
What, enough iron smelting? He says,
yeah,
zooming out to show the vast amounts of iron smelting he's about to switch on.
Oh, okay, we'll switch it on and we'll see, but it's still dubious. Also, the top end of mine hasn't got handles yet. Can you do that?
Okay. I don't know if we need it.
Yeah, we do.
I've just doubled our smelting rate.
Nice.
I don't know if we have the ore for us to need the rest of that.
Oh god, I see you've got like 4 ore going into it.
Need a bit more of that.
Damn. That's some hefty smelting capacity.
So they've got priority. So that should run pretty much full speed. Maybe not quite. All the iron lines are running full. We're all going where they need to go. Actually, some stuff is building up, I think. Mostly should be good. Then the outputs. It looks like it's definitely more than 2 belts.
If you go to the top of that bit there. No, don't go that way.
I know there's stuff to build. You told me multiple times.
But it needs to be fixed.
The output belts are full. I'm building a new one so that we can output more stuff.
Okay.
I've been going hysterical.
Okay.
Oops, that's backwards. Bring them this way. And there's a...
Suddenly the main bus seems a lot better on copper. Oh, it's because I'm looking at the wrong copper line.
Alright, let's see how things look once this third belt connects.
Yeah, that's all that copper up there still. Where did I dump my car? Oh, there's my car.
Let's put a splitter there in case that helps with lane balancing stuff. There we go, things filling up. Looking a lot better. Oh, hello. Did you just try and run me over there?
No, I wouldn't ever do such a thing.
Just a bit suspicious when I'm stood somewhere still for a long period of time and then I move suddenly because I've finished what I'm doing and then a car goes whizzing by.
I would never do that to you. For shame.
It's in the iron supply. It's looking a lot better now on the main bus. I mean, it's still not great. There's still gaps, but I'm hoping stuff's building up.
How do I use a grenade?
Oh dear. Where are you? Please don't use it on the factory.
I want to use it on a tree.
Okay, it's I think it's right mouse while the grenade's in your hand.
So how do I put it in my hand?
Same way you put anything in your hand, you just grab it.
Oh. Right mouse doesn't work.
Left
does!
Yeah.
Oh god!
I considered warning you about the range, but I decided that you might as well learn by doing.
Well, that's a lot of damaged belts, but they still work. That's great.
Right, now, have you made repair packs before?
No!
Could you make some of those? They are in the production section of crafting. I will shoot you for as much damage as you've done to those belts if you don't repair them.
They don't need repairing, though. They still work.
You're a terrible person.
Why would they need repairing?
Anyway, iron is fixed now. Copper will do later. I'm going to finish the episode...
Copper I'm doing right now.
Okay, I'm going to finish the episode by making a train. I think I can actually just do that with my bare hands where I'm stood.
Wait, I'm making a bear train.
A bear train?
I'm making God damn it.
My God, that's
I'm
terrifying.
Making a train with my bare hands. Watch me roar.
Is there enough room for a loop? Ah, there's not. Ah, well, I'll just make a train plinth.
Now you're making a plane. God damn it. With your bare hands. It's a bear plane.
There, we have a train.
Yay!
It's called Charon. That's cool.
Oh, I like that. That is the guy who did the ferry that went into hell.
It's also the moon of Pluto.
It is.
They're tightly locked to each other so that if you stand on either one of them, you see the other fixed in the sky.
More importantly, I don't think it's a moon. I think it is a binary dwarf planet because Charon is actually large enough that it pulls the barycenter, the center around which both Pluto and Charon orbit, outside of the body of Pluto. So I think it should be counted as a binary dwarf planet.
I think that would be totally awesome and should happen.
There we go.
It makes up a bit for Pluto being...
It's the IA something who determine if something's a planet or not. They should get on it.
It'll make up for Pluto being demoted. It's like, well, now you're the most badass planetary system in the solar system.
Apart from the solar system, which is a pretty badass planetary system.
Yeah, it's fairly average, right?
I mean, I don't know if we can call it fairly average when we've got nothing to really compare it against fully.
Right, shall we finish for today then? I have a train. It's not very mobile yet. It can't really go anywhere, but you know.
I'm getting very, very confused.
What are you doing?
I need to put a belt balancer in over here before I end, but I'm not sure how to do the belt balancer because there's a lot of stuff blocking it.
Oh, the same as the one I've done. Yeah, there's no room for that.
Yeah.
I don't think maybe... I think it's possible, but I don't think you'd be able to have inserters coming out of the furnaces still. I think there wouldn't be enough space.
Yeah, that's the problem. The inserters are going to take up all the...
I mean, you could just keep it in a line and then, I don't know, swap out for red belts or something. Also, science.
Yeah, I could do. I've got a lot of red belts on me because I really want to make them like in a mall somewhere because they're pretty helpful. Yeah, we need red belts.
And definitely copper, but you're working on that, I guess, so...
Also, I've got no way of getting this furnace next to me to actually output.
Move the... Oh, you can insert onto the side of underground belts.
Oh yeah. Yoink.
In fact, inserting onto underground belts used to be the way to get perfect compression because you basically exploited... I don't know if you need to make it red. I guess it works. The important thing is the end being red, because that's when everything's getting denser.
Like me.
Yeah, there used to be an exploit where you could, if you placed onto an underground belt, then everything would come out of the other side as compressed as it could be. And that's how you got perfectly compressed belts coming out of most things. You just put a bunch of underground belts, but they removed it, and I'm sad. And I've mentioned it like 20 times on my channel since it's happened. I don't know if people have noticed yet that I'm grieving for the loss of this mechanic, but I'm coming to terms with it, and I'm happy that they've paid us back by giving us filtered splitters.
They are pretty neat. I found a way of balancing it. It's not a perfect balancer, but it will help.
Oh yeah, that does work actually. Yeah,
it is a perfect balancer, isn't it?
No, well, it's perfect for everything up till that point, but then more stuff gets inserted onto the side, so you end up with it being like...
Oh yeah, it's not a long-term solution.
A 2-to-1 ratio between the two sides, but that's enough. What you then do is do that on both sides, then have both the sides from both the belts from both sides go into a splitter instead of having one merge onto the side of the other.
Yes, but I will also need to get another red splitter for that.
Yeah, it would have to be. Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be a red one. I mean, just like the main thing that the reds are doing here is allowing you to get a fully compressed belt. I don't know if you need... I think this might be exactly enough furnaces for a compressed yellow, or it might be enough for like 1.5 compressed yellows.
Or I could just use red.
Yeah, well, that's the thing of like, you just need red for the start, and then it can go into yellow, and the red just means that everything will have the space so that it can be fully compressed when it goes yellow.
Okay, right. So I need a red splitter here.
Yeah, and then just turn that belt there. And then have a balancing system on the other side that's identical to... Oh, you've done that, yeah. So I think that means that you'll have exactly a full yellow belt's worth if all of the smelters are running, which they're not because there's not enough ore. So you'll have to add some more miners in. But we should do that next time.
Can't get anywhere. It's just not enough stuff.
We have a train now,
okay.
So next episode we can do...
Is it my outro or is it... I can't remember.
I think it's your outro.
Okay, it's my outro. Well, thank you very much for watching. We, of course, have a train now, so feel free to like for the train shenanigans that will probably take place next episode. I know we said that last episode, but hey-ho, we lied.
We have a physical train. We technically did train stuff. It counts.
I guess.
Next episode, more train stuff.
Next episode, more train stuff. There you go. We are promising more train stuff. Not going to work out like that, but hey, you know, at least we're going to attempt. So thank you very much for watching, and like, subscribe, all that jazz. Until next time, do feel free to stay shiny.
Goodbye.